He remembers the feeling. He was a 6th grader at Fargo's Agassiz Middle School. Brian Pyatt said the feeling shook him to his core.
What Brian didn't know at the time is it was the beginning of tough mental health moments of anxiety and OCD that today has him helping others by way of a popular podcast. As WDAY News reporter Kevin Wallivan tells us tonight, that podcast is proof people want mental health on the front burner.
And,
In South Fargo today, Brian Pyatt scrubbing through an interview, listening for meaningful highlights for another episode of his podcast, Take What Serves, Leave the Rest.
trying to get ourselves out of these moments of strong feelings, or trying to get to a place where we just feel happy and content.
Brian has been focusing on this growing podcast after leaving a successful TV news career in the Twin Cities.
So we're so happy for you, and also really sad. Love you, Brian.
Thank you, guys.
Anxiety and mental health bumps in his road got to be too much. And so he started doing what he does best. He talked about his battles and then asked others to do the same.
It feels like it's starting to get to this point now where we kind of have to lean into each other a little bit more and be a little bit open about these kind of conversations and let people in so that we don't have to go it alone.
ABC's Ginger Z.
And that's how I like to think about life. Storms don't last forever. They can't and they won't. And it's not how the atmosphere works, but it's also not how life works.
Minnesota's Jack Jablonski.
I knew that upon realization and to where I knew I had to get for happiness, I didn't want to have to deal with that journey to get there.
And other celebrities, mental health experts, and just real people courageously sharing their stories of struggles and successes.
And so I think through people's stories, it just gives other people an opportunity to go like, oh, I really resonate with that. And I kind of thought I was the only one that was maybe struggling with that, but here's so-and-so.
Brian gets a new podcast out every week, now available at inform.com. A chance for this Fargo product to make mental health a topic that nobody is afraid to talk about.
It's like whatever it is that somebody might be feeling in a given moment, we can simultaneously feel those things and create space for those things and also show up for our life and the things that are important to us.
Brian points out that the podcast is never preachy or judgmental. In fact, Brian admits that his mental health struggles still hit him now and then, but he says he has the tools to help maneuver the journey now.
Get to a place where we just feel happy and content.
Kevin Wallivan, WDAY News.
And Brian is also busy taking classes and going to grad school to become a licensed therapist. Brian's guest this week, Bison football coach Matt Entz. Realize how much people want to talk about, how important it is to talk about mental health.
Yep, and he once interned here in the sports department. Yep.
Years and years ago.
He's doing good work.
Yes.